Find a comfortable position where you can relax for the next 15 to 20 minutes without any outside distractions. Choose a sofa, an armchair, or a bed, but standing with your back straight, not lying down because it's possible to fall asleep. First, we are going to start with a few deep breaths together. So take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, close your eyes and allow your shoulders to melt away in the chair, the sofa, the bed you're sitting on. And another deep breath in, and when you exhale, release all thoughts, emotions, worries from your consciousness. And the last deep breath in, and when you exhale, shift your awareness from the outside world to the inside world. Now we are going to do a body scan relaxation exercise. So I invite you to focus your attention on the top of your head. You can start feeling now a tingling sensation or a pleasant stinging, and that's a sign that you start to relax in this area. It's so good and so relaxing, almost like someone is doing a head massage. And allow now this sensation of relaxation to come down to your forehead and replace the frown on your face with a beautiful inner smile. And now allow the sensation of relaxation to go to your forehead and to relax your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, and your entire eye area is completely relaxed. And allow now the sensation of relaxation to come down to the rest of your face as well, and to relax your nose, your ears, your lips, your teeth, and your tongue. And especially in your jaw area, feel this relaxation covering your jaws and releasing all that pressure that you gather during the day. And finally, this relaxation is coming down to your neck and relaxes every cell, every muscle, every tendon here, and every bone. And finally, this relaxation is coming down to your neck and relaxes every cell, every muscle, every tendon here, and every bone. And this relaxation is coming down to your shoulders, and you can finally release this stress, this pressure, this tension in this space, so you can feel light as a feather. And allow now this relaxation to come down to your arms and elbows and hands, to the tip of your fingers. And you feel here now the same tingling sensation or stinging that you felt on top of your head, and that's your sign that your hands are completely relaxed as well. And now allow this sensation of relaxation and comfort and support and healing to come up into your heart space, and with each deep breath you're taking, you're opening your heart toward this hypnosis, towards this experience, towards this healing. And now this relaxation is coming down and covers your belly and all your internal organs, and it covers your sitting bones as well. And you feel supported by the chair, the sofa you're sitting on, and by the earth. And allow now this sensation of relaxation to come down to your legs and knees and feet, to the tip of your toes. And you feel here the same stinging or pleasant tingling, and that's a sign that you're relaxed in your whole body. And with each deep breath you're taking, a new wave of relaxation is covering your heart, your mind, your soul, and your body. And you can feel completely relaxed in each cell, each muscle, each tendon, each bone of your body. You're already doing really good. And from this place of relaxation, I invite you to see in front of your eyes, to use the creative power of your mind to imagine that in front of your eyes you can see a staircase with 10 steps. That staircase will lead you to the center of your being, to the center where all healing is possible, where you have all your answers and everything you needed and need. So this could be a staircase that you saw somewhere in your past, or it's a staircase that you're seeing now for the first time. It doesn't matter how it looks like, it only matters for you to be safe to come down on this staircase that will lead you to the deepest level of your being. So let's start now. Go down the first step. You're doing amazing. Go down the next step and you're leaving behind the worries, the thoughts, the emotions, the conscious and ruminating mind. 3. And you're going down and down, deeper and deeper to the center of your being. 4. You're opening yourself more and more to the deeper level of your consciousness. You're opening your subconscious more and more. 5. You feel your whole body completely relaxed, so relaxed that you hear your heartbeat, and it feels so good and comforting to feel connected with your heart. 6. You are almost there, feeling amazing, feeling connected with your being closer and closer to this inner space, to this deepest level of your being. 7. You hear my voice and you feel really supported by it, and you create this communication on your subconscious level. 8. The sound that were bothering you so far does not only not bother you anymore, but it helps you to relax, and everything around you is helping you to relax. 9. You almost are in a state of excitement because you know now that you will be able to find the answers to all your questions and heal any root causes of any challenges right now in your life. And 10, you are at the deepest level of your being. Just allow yourself to fully surrender to this place of complete relaxation and healing. And from this place, I invite you to connect with the current financial challenge that you have. Just really be aware of what is this financial challenge. Do you feel you have challenge with receiving, with giving, with spending, with attracting more money, with creating more abundance? Just connect with the story that is now running your reality in a negative way around your financial situation. Once you identify the challenge that you're having right now with money, I invite you to think of an example of when this problem last manifested in your life, or when it was most intense. It was today, yesterday, these past few days or weeks, and I invite you to just be here at this event a day ago, a week ago, when this financial challenge last manifested in your life. And tell me what it is like to be in this situation. How are you feeling? Where are you? And what are you doing? And what we are going to do now in order to help us heal this emotion and this challenge that you're facing right now with money, I will count from 1 to 5, and with each number I say, I want you to intensify this emotion. Because behind this emotion there is the root causes that causes this emotion to manifest in your life, and that sustain this challenge, maintains this challenge in your life. So in a few moments I will count from 1 to 5, and with each number I say, what I want you to do is imagine how you intensify the emotion. This emotion that you try to hide, that you try to run away from for so long, that you struggled with, or you hide from it, or you rejected it, or you neglected as if it didn't exist for you, or maybe you didn't want it to look at it. These emotions that creates, generates, maintains, or sustains this current financial challenge that you're facing right now in your life. 1. Let it go now as if you have a volume button and you now know how to make the music louder. Tune that intensity of the sensation stronger. 2. Make that feeling more and more intense, and with it the emotion behind it starts to grow, to boil, and to become clearer. 3. Intensify this emotion, this feeling stronger and more intense than you have ever felt it, and also the emotion becomes more intense than ever. 4. Like a volcano that is now about to erupt and can finally come to the surface now, the emotion can come out when it erupts. And when I say the next number, it's as if this volcano erupts and this emotion comes to the surface. 5. What is the emotion underneath this current financial challenge that you're facing right now in your life? What is the emotion that sustains, creates, generates this financial challenge in your life right now? I invite you to feel it in your body. Where does this emotion show up in your body? Just scan your body from the top of your head to the tip of your fingers, the same we did at the beginning of this hypnosis, and see where this emotion is rising. And just connect with its intensity. How much do you feel it? How intense it is on a scale from 1 to 10? And I invite you to connect with its traits. How does it move? How does it feel? What color does it have? Is it heavy? Is it light? And just observe without interfering, without judging. Just tune into this emotion and notice it so we can release it today. And this emotion is the portal that will bring us to the first event you first felt this emotion. Finding that original event will help us to release the current financial challenge that you're having right now in your life. So in a few moments I will say 3, 2, 1, and when I reach 1 we go back in time to the first event, the first situation in your life when you felt this emotion for the first time, connected to your current financial challenge. And I'm not asking you to remember, you are just going to be there. Is it clear? Good. So 3, you leave behind the present moment. 2, you go back more and more in time. And now, you are here now to this first event when you first experienced this emotion. And I'm going to ask you some questions now regarding to this event where you first felt this emotion. And I'm not asking you to remember, and I'm just asking you to say whatever you feel, you see and hear right now in this moment. And answer to these questions in your mind. So let's start. Are you alone or are you with someone? Are you inside or outside? Is it day or night? How old are you? Just tell me the first number that pops into your mind. And I invite you to see what are you doing here? What happens here? And describe everything that happens with your inner dialogue in your mind. Now that you found what was the first event that generated this emotion, that generates this current financial challenge that you're now living in your life, I invite you to just move a little bit away from the scene and let's do some deep breaths together. So you're back with me in this present moment and you're just focusing on your breath, the air coming in and out of your lungs, how your chest and your belly rises when you take a deep breath in, and how your chest and your belly comes down when you exhale. And I'm here with you. I'm creating a safe and secure space for you to process everything that comes in this experience. And I'm holding your invisible hand through this hypnosis. You are supported by me, by the chair, the bed, the sofa you're sitting on, and also by the by the earth and by the universe to do this healing so you completely free yourself of all those old money stories. And now that you centered yourself a little bit, let's go back to this event, to the first event where you first felt that emotion, because we still have some work to do there. Now the emotion has a lower intensity, so when we return back to this event, you will feel more detached to it. So we can reframe it and just heal it. So in a few moments, I will guide you back to this event, to this situation, to this context that created the emotion, that created the current financial challenge that you are experiencing right now. And you will notice that the emotion is much lower, or you may not even feel it at all. So 3, you're going back again to the first event, first context where you first experienced this emotion. 2, you're leaving behind the present moment and you're getting back to the first event. And 1, you're again here now in the first event, first context, first situation where you first experienced this emotion. So what I invite you to do now here, we are going to just see this event from different perspectives. So I invite you to go now and start walking around the room and go in your right side, in your left side, and see your inner child, see this younger version of yourself from different viewpoints, and see this event, what's happening right now that you created this emotion, this challenge around money. See it from in front of you, from your back, and you can even rise above this event and see this context from the top. And just describe to yourself everything you see, you hear, you feel in this moment. And it's like with different steps that you're taking in this room and with different new perspective that you took, you see a whole new different story. And get up high enough so that you're high, so high that nothing can affect you anymore. That this problem can no longer affect you. Rise so high above the timeline that you are in some layers or spheres so that nothing affects you, nothing touches you. Stand above the house so high that you can see the whole house as if it had no ceiling, as if it had no roof, as if you were looking down and seeing the structure of the house. And what's happening next? What can you see from this point? And if it's too much what's happening for you right now, let's go again. Let's take a little bit of space from this moment. And I invite you to go now with a few hours or days before this event took place, so you can tell your younger version of yourself that this event will going to happen, and to give him or her some resources to handle this event better. So in hypnosis, we do healing on the past, on the future, and all quantum levels. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I'm going to reach 1, you are going to be with a few hours or days before this event, and you are going to talk with your younger self and warn him or her about this event taking place. So 3, you're leaving behind this first moment in your childhood when you first felt this emotion. 2, you're going back more and more to with a few hours or a few days before this event. And 1, you are here now and you're looking face to face with your younger version of yourself. You can take his or her hand, you can hug her, you can stand at the same eye level, you can sit in your knees and look your younger version in your eyes, in her or his eyes, and just tell yourself, tell this younger version what is going to happen. Warn her or him, but tell her or him that you will be fine and that you are her or him and that you are with your younger version anytime she or he needs. And you can give this younger version of yourself a superpower or a trait or courage or healing or awareness, so she or him can go past this event with greater confidence, much inner power and strength. And now that you gave this younger version of yourself this trait, this quality, you can come back to the first event when you first experienced this emotion. So 3, 2, 1, you're here now again at the first time you experienced this emotion that caused your current financial challenge. And I invite you to just tune again to this event, looking to this event from above and just reframing this event. Seeing this event from different perspective and creating a new empowering story about this event. Not letting this event influence you anymore, but taking your power back. Maybe it helps you to understand, if you are with other people in this event that caused this wound, to understand that they did the best they could in this situation with the understanding they had in that moment. Just trying to see a new empowering way of this moment. And now that you found this new empowering way of looking at this event, this situation where you first felt this emotion, what I invite you to do is I invite you to go to that younger version of yourself and to give yourself a present. This present marks this moment of transformation, of you healing once and for all this emotion that kept showing up for so many years and that blocked you with money for so many years. So go there in front of that younger version of yourself and give him or her exactly what she or he needed in this moment. Tell her that she or he will be fine, that the years will go by, and she or he will heal. And this gift is the bonus that you solve the problem and to add something beautiful to your healing story. Make a gift that will mark, that will be an anchor, a symbol of healing, of success, of the transformation you made. It should not be something edible, perishable, only solid symbolic things. The longer it lasts, the more you'll remember this moment. It does not matter its value in money, but it matters to last as long as possible as a symbol of success. Now that you gave this beautiful present to this younger version of yourself, I invite you to do the next step in our process. This next step is called forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean that we approve or accept the behavior. We do not encourage it if it's not proper behavior. But forgiveness for that person and for us in this case is very important. When you argue with someone, you stay with that tension in your head, in your mind. And you may have other things to do, but you can't do anything else. Well, even more so in such situations, you can remain emotionally in that area of unforgiveness even if you don't realize it. Forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person, but it has to do with ourselves, and that forgiveness means that I allow myself to be free. Let's say, for example, that the moment you are in right now, the first moment when you felt this emotion, is because you were hurt by one of your parents or siblings. And what we do in this forgiveness process is that we free ourselves and themselves from this moment. Forgiveness is a process that lasts for a lifetime, and if you feel that you can't forgive them now, just allow yourself to start this process of forgiveness now and continue throughout the years. The next step that we are going to do together is called the lesson. Knowing everything you know now, being free of this story. If you were to look at this event, what would be the lesson you can learn from this situation and that you will use for the rest of your life? Tell yourself in your mind, communicate with this younger version of yourself that's inside of you. What would be that lesson? What is the lesson behind this event? What is the benefit, the advantage that you gain from this event? And I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds for you to communicate with yourself what's the lesson behind this event. Now we are going in the last step of this process. It's called the progression. We are going to go in the future to one of these events that if this event would have come up in your life until now, until healing this emotion, you would have been triggered. You would have been experiencing the same money challenge. But knowing the lesson, healing this event, and getting your power back, you will react completely different. So I will say 3, 2, 1, and when I reach 1, you are in this moment from the future with your lesson learned, with your gift warned, and you are at this event feeling empowered. You are doing excellent. So in a few moments, I will count from 3 to 1, and when I reach 1, you are over a few days, a month, years, and tell me how it feels for you to feel empowered, to have your lesson learned, to feel healed and completely released from this emotion. 3, you're leaving behind your past, your younger version of yourself. Hug him or her for a last time, thank him or her for showing up in this event and for healing this emotion with you. Thank everybody involved in this situation and start going back here in the future. 2, you're going to the present moment and you're going into the future, maybe later today, the next days, the next weeks or months, when this wound, this emotion is possible to come up again. And 1, you are in this event from the future and you experience the same emotion. But instead of feeling triggered and instead of feeling the same old story coming up, you feel empowered. Your whole posture changes. You feel a different human being. You feel you know different things now than in your past, and you have power of how you react. And that is not your reality anymore. That old story is in your past, and you are now creating a new future in which you react differently, you spend differently, you receive money differently, you make money faster, and you attract abundance faster in your reality. Take a deep breath in, imprint yourself with this new reality, knowing that from now on you have power of your reactions, emotions, and triggers around your financial situation. You did wonderful today, so I'm going to start counting from 5 to 1. You are here with me in this present moment, feeling amazing and feeling empowered with your financial situation. 5, you leave behind this moment from the future. 4, you feel the clothes on your skin, you feel the couch, the sofa, the bed you're sitting on. 3, you feel the temperature in your room, you feel your room. 2, you bring with you this healing that happened with you in this experience. And 1, open your eyes to the new reality with money. Congrats for all the amazing work you did today. Take a few deep breaths, stretch your body, drink a sip of water. You did an amazing work today. Congrats.